Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. We've recently had a string of birthdays to celebrate here at Casa del Nacho, so I've been baking cakes right, left, and center. That's why I figured this week was the best time for us to try birthday cake nachos. Now, I'm known for making unconventional birthday cakes. Jimmy Buffett got a fruitcake, Cameraman got a pie, Olson got a tres leche cake. So for you guys, I wanted to go old school, like 4th grade birthday party style. So put on a silly hat, light some candles, and let's get started. Step 1, the chips. For the chips, we're gonna need 1 box of cake mix. I went with strawberry funfetti because I like the color. 4 eggs, a 1/4 cup of oil, and some water. I have a cup here, but I only ended up using about half of it. We're going to start by combining our cake mix with the eggs and oil and give it a good whisk. Now, I did quite a bit of experimenting before I was happy with the results, which is why you don't see me add the water. But add about a 1/4 to half a cup until you get a consistency about halfway between a cookie dough and a cake batter. Now just spoon some onto your baking sheet and bake at 350 for about 7 to 10 minutes. Then take them out of the oven, place them on a wire rack to cool. Now once all of our cookies are done, we're going to lower the heat to 300 and bake them for another 10 minutes. This gets them a little crisper without browning them. Now let's move on to step 2, the cheese. For our cheese, we're going to be making a classic buttercream frosting and then thinning it out. So we'll need 2 cups of icing sugar, half a cup of butter, about 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. I'll be using some vanilla bean paste that I had bought for another recipe, and some milk. Now in the past I've used whipping cream to thin out my sauces, but buttercream is so incredibly rich to begin with that I thought we should just try some plain milk this time. In retrospect, I should have used either the heavy cream or milk with a higher fat content, since when I put the leftover frosting in the fridge, it broke and became kind of grainy. But it held up for the taste testing, so that's something. We'll start by beating our butter until it's smooth and fluffy. Then add in your sugar about half a cup at a time, beating well between each addition. Don't forget to scrape down the sides. Now add in your vanilla and beat for another minute or 2. Okay, there's our frosting, so now let's make it into drizzly cheese. We're going to add in some milk about 2 tablespoons at a time until we have a nice, smooth consistency. And that's it. Now it's time for step 3, the toppings. Okay, for our toppings, we're just going to use some rainbow sprinkles and of course some candles. I realized in editing that white chocolate chips would have been really nice as well, but since there's nothing to prep here, we can move on. Step 4, let's eat. Now for once, we're not going to start off with our chips. We're going to start by fixing our candle to the plate, since our chips are too crispy to push a candle into. We're just going to take the lighter and melt the bottom of the candle to get a drop or 2 of wax on our plate, and then stick our candle down on it and press firmly. This will allow our candle to stand up. Now, we'll carefully surround our candle with the chips. Then, pour our frosting over the top. And of course, add a healthy dose of sprinkles. Then light the candle and start the singing. Youngson and Oldson are going to be sharing this plate. but we're going to blow out the candle and relight it on the table because carrying fire around the house is generally a bad idea. Olson claims they were a little too crunchy for him, but Youngson really liked them and ended up using the leftovers for afternoon snacks the rest of the week. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like and please consider subscribing if you want to see more Nacho videos. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment below, or better yet, tag me on Twitter. I'm at NachoProblemsYT. And if you're looking to steal my apron, well, that's Nacho merch. But you can get your own at the link in the description. Now I need to go walk off several weeks worth of birthday cakes, but hopefully that's Nacho Problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.